1. Ladies and gentlemen, this new corporate identity is not just a new look for CAAM, but it's a new promise that Malaysia's skies will remain safe, our aviation sector resilient, and our future in global aviation secure. A new identity, a new look. But what is more important is a new culture. A culture of excellence, a culture of efficiency. That is something that I look forward to the new CAAM under the leadership of our chairman and our CEO. I wish CAAM to become an efficient organization, one that it will cut down red tapes and bureaucracy. I know aviation is a very regulated industry, full of regulations, thousands of regulations, many processes. But I think it is a responsibility of the new board and the new management to look at how we can make it more efficient, to cut down the process, to simplify the regulations. I'm not saying that you totally do away with regulations. That is impossible because we are in a very regulated industry. We have an obligation to our international standard under ICAOs, a lot of obligations, a lot of regulations that we have to comply with. Definitely we have to comply with that. But what we can do is to simplify those regulations and process. Look at each particular regulation, how we can do better without compromising safety. I think that is the most important criteria. Safety is always our most important aspect and consideration. So this will be the task and the mission of both the board and as well as the management. I do not want to hear reason that because those are the things under the Act. If anything related to the Act which makes your regulation not so efficient or make it a lot of red tape or bureaucracy, bring it to the ministry. An Act of Parliament is not cast in stone. An Act of Parliament can be amended at any times. So if the reason is anything related to the Act of CAAM, bring it to me, bring it to the ministry. I'm committed and the Ministry of Transport is committed to simplify and help CAAM to make our regulator more efficient. I think that is the message that I want to send today. Together with all the stakeholders, we must look at how to make our environment better and more efficient. Simplifying processes and regulations is one of the key tasks that we must do. Because we must make our environment more business friendly. We must make it more adaptable. There are a lot of new changes in the aviation sector. Aviation drives economic growth. And we must look at our stakeholders as our partners, as not just someone that being regulated. Of course, they must be regulated, but they are also our partners in driving the aviation development. So this is the new culture that we must adopt in CAAM. I know that previously a lot of people did not go to CAAM. These are very tough regulators, airlines, ground handlers. A lot of people did not engage the CEO of CAAM, Captain Zamo. Banyak garam. Ini selalu mau nak regulate saja. But I think the new culture and the new environment that we want is that we must work together. We must collaborate. No one knows best, not even the regulator. Everyone must work together because we are in a new environment. A lot of new challenges, a lot of new technologies. No one has a monopoly of knowledge. So let's work together, make our environment better, make the industry more competitive, and we are here to facilitate. The government is here to facilitate. And as Minister, I'm committed to bring the changes for the betterment of the country. This is the message that I want to send. It's not just unveiling a new logo, but a new sense of hope that things can be better. We must aspire to be the best, not the second best. It's enough for us to be the second best in the region. We must aspire to be the best. And CAAM should facilitate this move. And what's more, right now, what we are unveiling today is not just a new corporate identity, but a new structure, an enlarged CAAM. It took years to complete the process to merge the two regulators, MAVCOM and CAAM. And right now, we have one single regulator, everything under a single window, both technical and economics.